9 feet of snow. This is the price we're looking at, guys. A ticket that you have to pay 10 grand to get. All right, now even with palm trees behind me, the sound of a lawnmower in the background, and blue skies and sunshine, just 5 hours north of me, there's a mega storm happening right now. Up at Mammoth, they're getting dumped with snow. They've already been hit with about 80 inches of fresh new powder, and it's supposed to be up to 10 feet of new snow. That's crazy. Now, I've never skied Mammoth before, but everyone in California hypes up this hill. I grew up skiing competitively as a freestyle mogul skier. I grew up in Montana, steeps and deeps, affordable lift tickets, not many people, and I skied all around the West competing. And then I lived in Colorado for many years, so I skied a bunch of the hills there. I'll be excited to kind of compare this hill and stack it up against my other skiing experiences. But I think we're gonna head up there this weekend. My good friend and I are gonna hop in the car and head north. This storm is too legendary to pass up, even though I know I'm not gonna wanna buy this lift ticket because it's probably gonna be expensive, but I'm gonna do it because it's a good way to get an introduction into Mammoth. So let's get this ticket. I'm getting a ticket for the first time off of Mammoth's website. I heard they're expensive. I'm a little scared. Let's see how much this ticket is gonna run me. This is the price we're looking at, guys. All right, guys, I said this is against my religion to pay this much money to go skiing. What is this, a country club? My God. And then, yeah, that's the final price. What do you think? Is this the worst decision I've ever made?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, that's so painful. This hurts.
Ouch.
I know that.
Feel it in my heart.
Ow.
Oops, we added 2.
No.
It's 426.
No. Oh my God. Take one of them off, please. Oh,
Yeah, here.
that still hurts though. I'm fortunate as hell to be in a position I can even spend that kind of money. It hurts me. I'm calling it to this day. You can hear me right now. This is the last time my entire life I will ever spend that amount of money to go skiing on a sport that I love so much that should be available for the every average day, every person in any income level. You should be able to experience skiing. That does not represent that. So this is the last time I'm ever gonna do that. Let's see what this experience is gonna be all about. We're going to Mammoth. So we got in late last night to the town of Mammoth Lakes. We stayed here at a Motel 6. I actually love Motel 6s because they're dog friendly. So when we had Chance, we would always bring Chance, and they don't charge for pets, but I'm a little annoyed this time because they don't have coffee. Most Motel 6 have coffee. That's beside the point. We're here. As a kid growing up, I'd always hear about Mammoth, this epic resort in California. So with 9 feet of snow, I'm pretty excited to see how that stacks up compared to some of the local hills that I always grew up skiing with, some steep and deeps. Today, we're gonna test it out, so let's head this way. So we asked about the parking up here. We tried to park at the top. 10 grand to park up here at the top. So we're taking the peasant bus, which is free. There are crowds here. As you can see here, this is not powder skiing. I was under the impression that's what we were doing here, but this is a straight up mogul field, which I used to ski moguls, so I'm familiar with them, but they hurt my knees. I haven't done these in years. Ah! If you go in the trees, maybe you'll find some powder. It's just all chewed up and skied up, which is hard to believe after such a huge storm here in Mammoth. But I think the issue is there's just so many people that come up to this mountain and have skied the whole thing out. Because take a look, I mean, this is what most of the runs are looking like up here right now. Very chopped up, not even too soft, so I'm not too impressed. It's just a lot of people up here skiing, and so it gets skied out really quickly. So unfortunately, even after an enormous dump, 9 feet of snow, you gotta hit it like that day. We waited a day, all skied out. All right, you guys, back in Los Angeles. Let's unpack this weekend from skiing at Mammoth. I'll preface all this just by saying I had a great time up there, and most importantly, any day you can get outside, that's a great day. And any day you can go skiing, that's an even better day. I realize how lucky I am to even be able to ski up at Mammoth, so I'm grateful just to be able to get up there. Now, the cost of a lift ticket, that is the issue I have with Mammoth. At $213, who the hell can afford that? When it's that expensive, it excludes a huge amount of people from even participating in the sport. The sport never really started out that way. If you look back at the Warren Miller films, it was much more of the common Joe, the average man was up on the ski hill, more middle-class families. You do not see that on the hill when you have the lift ticket that expensive. The second thing is the ski culture changes significantly when you have a day ticket that expensive. Instead of it being playful and fun, it feels stuffier. It feels more like country club, like you're booking a tea time at the golf course. Totally different kind of vibe. It's more elitism. That's whack. Again, the sport used to feel a little bit more lighter and fun. I mean, you're playing for God's sake on the hill, and it brings us a different crowd in. I even saw it when I was standing in the ski line dancing and singing. People kind of looked at me weird, like, who's this hooligan on the hill? That is not the case when you have these hills that are much more approachable for the average person. That gets into my next point. A lot of people say, wait, that's just the way the sport is these days, you know? Take it or leave it. Ain't wrong. There's still a ton of small hills across the country, and here in the American West, in Montana, Colorado, even in California, that are affordable small hills that are super fun. 40 minutes from my home here in LA, Mount Baldy right up the road. Mount Baldy is a small ski hill, $40 lift ticket. They get great snow, and it still represents that real ski culture, the original ski vibes. So you can still find it out there. It's just not gonna be at the resorts. I couldn't believe that within like 24 hours of this 9-10 foot storm dumping, the whole hill was skied out. That would never happen. I've never experienced that. That was a first for me. I've never seen such a huge storm get skied out so quickly. And I think it's just because so many people, I mean, California is a state of 48, 49 million people. In the big resorts like up in Tahoe, in Mammoth, they get skied out quickly. All in all, I'm gonna take a page from Gary Vee's book, Overrated, Underrated. Mammoth Ski Hill is overrated. Sorry, Mammoth, I had fun, but you guys are just not packing it for $213. I better be getting face shot skiing every turn if I'm gonna be spending that kind of money. My suggestion is seek out the other hills that still give you that amazing ski experience and doesn't take as big of a hit on your wallet. Until next week, guys, thanks for tuning in. Talk soon.